Necessity is the mother of all invention. No, wait, that's not right. Catch inside.
RevelatorAlf.
Oh, welcome to RevelatorAlf on a very gloomy morning. What's the time? It's silly o'clock in the morning. On my way to do another full day's toil. But I thought I'd give you a quick little insight in what's going on and possibly offer a little solution to a global crisis right now. Now, I'm going to put this video out early, so it's going to be out of sync, but I thought the timing was just right. If you've been watching my Instagrams recently, you would notice that I've decided to teach myself to weld. Yes, basically, I want to do some welding because nobody else will do it for me. Would you believe? Basically, I wanted to weld a contraption on the back of my car. All will be revealed in a later video. Suffice to say that I thought, well, I'd give the idea to a professional welder. I contacted many welders. Some didn't even get back to me. Some wouldn't even speak to me. And the ones that didn't want to do the work. And the reason being is because if you go to a professional welder and they're charging you money, this is here in the UK, they have to certify their work. And these guys wouldn't certify what I wanted doing, if you know what I mean, because it would be off the back of a car. But they all said if they were doing it for themselves, they'd just do it, it'd be no problem. So it's weird, just because they're charging it and just because they have to certify it, they wouldn't do it for me. So that left me in a bit of a quandary. What do I do? Do I try and make it myself? I know somebody who would do it, but they're about 3 hours away or 2 hours away. So I'm in a bit of a pickle, really. Woohoo! So I had the bright idea of teaching myself how to weld. Now, about 35 years ago, I used to do a bit of welding, which would be stick welding, arc welding. The problem is I was a young kid and didn't really take to it. I think the fact that I got welder's flash or welder's eye, I forgot what you call it. Basically, when you're welding without a mask, or you're just trying to get that initial arc, so you do it naked eye, and basically you just ruin your eyes, you get gritty eyes, it's horrible. And I had that about 3 or 4 times. It's horrible. And then you put the mask on, but by then it's too late after a day's welding. So I forgot what the term is. If you know what the actual term is, put it in the comments. If you've ever had it before, you'll know exactly what it is. Give us your experiences of whatever it's called, welder's eye, but you'll know what I mean. But anyway, so I was doing that. My brother carried on with it. I didn't, because I went on to do different things. He's an excellent welder now, and I'm obviously, well, I don't know how to do it, so I'm having to reteach myself. I'm thinking about getting a stick welder, an arc welder, but do you know what? I've actually got a MIG welder at home, a gas welder. I had it about 3 or 4 years ago. I got it cheap, so I thought I'd get it. And I tried a little bit, but I never used it thereafter. So now I'm forcing myself to use this MIG welder. So if you see my Instagram photos, you'll have seen me in my my flashy new welder's helmet, which I've never used, and just started to practice welding. So apologies for the piss poor welding pictures coming out, but you know, it's just the way it is right now. Yes, so basically, just because nobody would weld for me, I'm thinking about having to do it myself. But plans are changing by the day. So there could be a motor van, there could be this contraption to carry a bike on the back of the pickup truck. There could also be a folding motorcycle trailer in the offing as well. It's all very fluid at the moment, but I thought I really do need to get some welding practice in, and just in case, it's always a good skill to have. So there is a lot of thinking out of the box right now, coming up with little solutions for things, working on ideas for the bike and for my pickup truck, and what I'm going to be doing this summer and possibly for the rest of the year as well. Quite a few life changing is possibly coming as well. So there's lots up in the air right now. So, but one of the things that I thought I really needed to work on was my welding, because I thought, well, that's something that possibly, do you know what it is? I've probably gone through my whole life coming up with other solutions to avoid welding. And basically, what I really need to do is just learn how to weld properly, and that would have solved so many issues and would have made life a lot easier. So basically, that's what I'm doing. So that got me thinking yesterday, actually, about this Suez Canal crisis and what's going on there. How are they going to free up this big container ship that's stuck in the middle? And they're all talking about pulling it out and digging it out and all sorts of stuff. I think they're a little bit lost. I think they're missing the big picture here. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm looking at this too simplistically. God, I'm steaming up here. Whew. That's better. Peace and quiet. Maybe I'm just thinking about this too simplistically. So why not get rid of the weight on the boat or the ship? That will make it lighter. That will make it sit higher in the water. It'll also make it a lot easier to move, potentially. So how are you going to get rid of all those containers off a ship that's stuck away from a port that's got no cranes? Quite simple. A big military transport type helicopter like a sky crane. US military got loads of them. US Forestry Service have got quite a few of them. Firefighting companies have got them as well. Just get these sky cranes. You've probably seen them. There's a picture up there as well. Those things can lift loads of things. You fly 3 or 4 of those down there, get a rigging crew, just lift them all off, put them on the shore, boat lifts up, and then move it out of the way. Simple. It's just like you got a very tall lorry, you need to get beneath a low bridge. So what you do, just let the air out the tyres, lowers it down, take the lorry through, clears the bridge, pump the tyres back on, bish bash bosh, done. You're welcome. Right, on to work. Got so much gravel on these roads. So anyway, that's basically it. That's my solution for the Suez Canal. Just lift all the weight off with a few sky crane helicopters, and then bish bash bosh, done. So you're probably going to see more of my welding efforts on Instagram in the coming weeks, so you go check those out as well. And I say, if I can come up with a solution for one of my projects, I will. I'm still working on a few welders to come and do the job for me. If I can get in touch with my brother, he's a very busy chap, maybe he might weld it for me as well. I'm thinking about if I can get a cheap trader as well, but everything seems to be so expensive these days. I don't know what it is. So anyway, it's a lot going on. Welding is taking place. Wow, okay, I don't think you could even call it welding. Possibly piss poor welding, pigeon shit welding as we call it here in the UK, but it's not very good, I grant you. But I don't know which is the best, actually. Which is the best for a really strong weld? You know, is it stick, MIG or TIG? I just don't know. Personally, I think if it was, in my gut instinct tells me, if it's something really heavy duty, you know, like big structural stuff, which kind of this is what I want to do, then I would say stick arc welding is probably the best. You could have much deeper penetration. Oh, look at me, I know what I'm talking about. Penetration into the weld, maybe, I don't know. You know, what is it MIG? Is it TIG? I think I'd definitely use TIG, definitely use MIG for lighter welds, possibly tack welds and stuff like that. But something inside me tells me that stick welding is definitely the way to go. But let us know, if you're a welder, let us know which would be, if I'm putting a frame onto the car, or let's say I'm welding up a motorcycle trailer, let's say, or a trailer, or something like that, that's going to have to carry a couple of 100 kilos. Maximum, let's say, or 150 kilos. which is the best, MIG or TIG or stick or arc welding? Let us know. Anyway, that's what's going on right now. I thought I'd bring that to you. A solution to the Suez Canal crisis, and wow, there we go. Off to work I go. So yeah, if you think it's a little bit dull on the camera this morning, yeah, it is dull. I'm afraid to say it's really overcast. The light has just come up. I had to kind of delay coming into work this morning. Don't worry, I'm not late. You know, just coming to it so I can get a bit more light, because the clocks have just gone forward. So there we go. There's a time stamp for you for this video. But right, anyway, I shall see you around the bazaar, so I shall see you for a lot more videos coming. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and website and all that. Loads of good content on the website. Hopefully a lot more coming as well. Lots more stuff coming about the heroic Harley, the sport glide as well. Lots of info. So I've been working hard on those videos, and hopefully there'll be a lot more coming soon as well on other stuff too. Right, anyway, that's enough. Catch you again. Ta-da.